So this is the fifth video of our analysis in Ashok Leyland. And in our last video, we have seen this uptrend has been broken when this swing low is broken. So it is not in uptrend anymore. It can go to the sideways trend or it can go to the downtrend. So we cannot enter any trade right now. So we have to basically wait for another higher low to form or lower low to form in this case. So the next day it is forming a green candle. So it is very lucrative to just buy here with a stop loss at some point, but this one is a this one, if you see, so our stop loss will be here, but this is not in an uptrend anymore because the last swing low is broken. So it will be very much aggressive, and this is the first swing low which is being formed after the last swing low is broken of an uptrend. So let's watch it. So if you are going long in this one, so I will advise to put the stop loss at the end of the low of this candle. So if you are entering here, your stop loss will be here, but I will not recommend any entering here because it is not in the uptrend and it is not in side trend anymore. So basically we are just spotting the trend right now, and our resistance level will be at here. Let's keep extending this, and our support level will be here as of now. Look, it broke. If you have entered here at the point of 93.7 at the opening price of here, you have hitting your stop loss at the low, missing like 2 points or 1 point. So this is why it is not recommended to buy in this case, because it is no more, most probably it will not form another uptrend. It is most probably making a high to fall more. So this is the peak of a downtrend, as you can see. So you can actually short here with the stop loss at this point. So this is our first short trade. In this short trade we need to enter in the next day, but we need to see the intensity of the late candle, because if it is a huge red candle, then our stop loss will be very higher. A huge red candle is formed, but our opening price is at 92.35, which is quite good, and we made a good profit in this day. So we have entered in this place assuming a downtrend confirmation and at the peak of the downtrend. So our current stop loss is at here. So we have entered a short trade on the day of 27/6. One moment, where this is coming from. So this is a short trade. This is a short trade with a stop loss at this point. Our entry is at the opening of this candle, which is at 92.32, as you can see here, 92.35. So I'll just put 92.3, considering a 0.5 slippage or 5 slippage. Okay. So the next day it is forming a green candle. So as you can see, this is now looking like a sideways trend with a support at this point. We can just exit the trade, but what I will do, I will just put the trailing stop loss from here to here. But yeah, let me move the trailing stop loss from there to this point. But if you are looking at this point, our trailing stop loss is already hit. So the next day, if it is opening more higher than this point, I shall be closing my trade, because right now it is looking like a uptrend, downtrend, but in a higher time frame it will look as a side trend, sideways trend. Look, it broke it up. and our stop loss is hit, which is a 92, which is the high point of this candle, which is 92.75. So we are again hitting a stop loss 92.75. So the next day the candle opened at 92.75 and we have to exit. Okay, so what is the trick here? We are not only exiting this time, but we are also entering in a long trade, because the support line is here, and we can also imagine another support at this level right now in this sideways trend. So we shall be keeping this as a stop loss and we shall be entering here. So in this very day of 29/6, we shall be entering our long positions, or you can say we are converting our short position to the long position. So we need to put two buy orders. So first order will be exiting our short trade, and the next order shall be entering the long trade. This method of bounce strategy or the swing strategy which I am telling here, it will make small losses in this kind of sideways trend. As you can see here, we have already we have already done our two stop loss. This was our downtrend. We have made a loss of 3150. Our window CO was slumped down to 60% right now, but we are having a decent profit of 37.8% because the stop loss are really smaller. So the next day we are into a long trade as of now. Stop loss at this point. So the next day it is another good green candle, and the next is a huge green candle. It has already also broken this previous resistance. So we got really lucky, and you can also see a volume surge here with a really good amount. So this time we really get pretty much of lucky, you can say. So what is the main point here? That you are not only stopping the trade and lamenting your head on a wall, you are also reversing the trade at the immediate point, because of this resistance line. So you have to keep looking at these points, these patterns. This pattern is what that will make money in the long run. So this is a huge good one. So this went straight from here to there and still moving up. And this is a clear breakout. So the next day, what you need to do, we need to just update our stop loss from here to the end of this point there. And right now, if you look, we are putting the stop loss at the low of this candle, but in this case, this candle is very much big. So I shall be recommending to put the stop loss more higher at this point, because this support will be acting as a resistance, right? Sorry, this was a resistance, so this resistance will be acting as a support. So many times we have seen the stocks consolidate at the point of the support and we can hit a stop loss. So I shall be putting the stop loss at this level, which was another mild resistance. And why this point? Because if a stock is coming from this side and making a consolidation here and going up, so that means this level is still there, and the support and resistance are not a point, but as a it is a zone, this whole zone. But if it is breaking this line also, it means this line is this resistance is successively broken. So in this case it is a support, so this support is successively broken, so this is a mild support also. So I'm putting my stop loss at this point. So I shall be moving for the next day. It is a red candle. It is quite obvious that red candle is there because of the retracement, because it opened huge high, so some retracement will be always there. So the next day it is another green candle, so we are just waiting. The next day it moved up, so let's update our stop loss from here to at this point. Now we are also cautious because this candle, if you look, there is a wick on the higher side, which means it tried to enter, but there was huge sorting there, and the volumes are also decreasing if you are seeing there. So we need to be cautious. But as you can see, This week has been broken. The bears could not sustain, and there's a huge short covering because it went up to at this point, and there's a huge pulls which pushed the Ashok Leyland from the above price. So we need to aggressively change our stop loss to the low of this point, because bulls managed to go up from this point this time. But if the next time the stock is coming from upside to downside and this level is not sustained, it means that bulls are over. So we are just trying to protect our profit. So let's complete our whole candles also, the trends also. So this is the whole up, and it made a slight retracement which is straight level, and it went straight up. So what happened in the next day? It went more up, another huge bullish level here. So it again it again moved up. So today we have to change our stop loss. We need to change our trailing stop loss here from this point to the end of this point, because this is a doji, and breaking of this dojis are the signs of reversal because it is in uptrend, clear uptrend, and a huge bullish move. So this doji, if this level is broken, it means it will continue the bull run, and if this level is not broken, and if this one is broken, it means that it is a sign of reversal. But many of the cases, the dojis, you need to see what happens in the closing basis. So this stop loss is a closing basis stop loss, so we have to wait if the candle really ends below at this point. So this trailing stop loss is a closing basis trailing stop loss, because this is an aggressive move from here to there. It again going higher, formed another doji, then it is a red candle. So at the first sign of the red candle, you can move your stop loss to the low of this red candle, because it is a sign of a bearish trend. So it has, first time it has broken, it is starting to make another peak. But let's see what happens next, keeping our stop loss at the same level. It went more high. So it is a very good time for us that we are just changing our stop loss, and it is making our more profit. Moment. So right now it is going more higher, and we are just shifting our trading stop losses. It made a red candle and looks like we are going to hit our stop loss. No, it made a doji next day, and the doji looks like it is making a consolidation, and it broke. So that's the end of our trade. So let's complete this whole trend, and let's update our sheet, and we shall stop this video. So as you can see, this is a good uptrend, which is broke here when the swing low is broken decisively at this point. And you can see why stop loss are important, because it straightly failed to the like 4 points. And also you can just update your trailing stop loss at here in this doji when this doji is being made. But I have not moved it, so I'll not write it as of now. 104.3 is my exit price. And this is the date of 2107. So if we were backtesting, then we can see what is happening next, and we can tell, oh well, this is going to fall, and we said we should update our stop loss here. But we, in the case we are right now forward testing, we are just moving the candles like this, and we do not know what is going to happen next, so we are testing our own mind. So when I was doing this one in this video, I didn't move the trailing stop loss at this point, and if I do this again, I don't think I will move it, because it is a red candle and I'm not, because it is consolidating, and also this is a red candle. I, at most I'll move my stop loss to here, but it is okay. The stop loss is here and it is it. I am not regretting, because I have made a good profit of 80,000 in this single trade. And our return stands at 91.7% with a win ratio of 66.6 in a three ratio, in a total trades of 6 points. So that's all.